In a little village surrounded by picturesque landscapes, two newcomers arrived, each carrying a unique outlook on life. Tom, a man shaped by life's harsher experiences, wore his skepticism like armor. He had a habit of seeing the negative in every situation and expected very little good from those he met. Conversely, Alice, with a heart full of hope, viewed the world through rose-colored glasses. She believed in the inherent kindness of people and the power of positive thinking. Tom's life had been a journey through tough times and disappointments. He had grown accustomed to expecting the worst in people, finding himself often right. To him, the world was a place of constant struggle, where one had to guard against deceit and selfishness. His previous encounters in his old town were marked by experiences with people who seemed driven by greed and malice, leaving little room for trust or friendship. Alice, on the other hand, had a life that seemed to bloom with kindness and compassion. She saw the world as a place of connection and warmth. Her experiences had been filled with people who supported each other's dreams and stood together in times of need. Her former town was a community of cooperation and mutual respect, a place where people sought deeper connections and cared for their environment with love. When Tom and Alice arrived in the village, both were curious about the community they were joining. They sought the insights of the village's Zen master, a figure known for his deep understanding of human nature. Tom approached the Zen master with a cautious look. "Will I find contentment here? Are the villagers kind?" he asked, his voice heavy with doubt. The Zen master, peering into Tom's eyes, asked about the people in the town he came from. Tom described them as selfish and dishonest, people who lived only to take advantage of others. "You will find the same here," the Zen master replied, reflecting Tom's own perceptions back at him. Alice, with a gentle smile, asked the Zen master the same question. The Zen master inquired about her experiences in her previous town. Alice spoke fondly of a community that lived in harmony, where people cared for each other and the land they shared. They were seekers of a deeper spiritual connection. "You will find the same here," the Zen master told her, echoing her optimistic view of the world. Both Tom and Alice were perplexed by the Zen master's responses. Tom suspected the master was mocking him, but Alice sensed a deeper truth in his words. As time passed, Tom and Alice began to settle into village life, and true to their natures, their experiences vastly differed. Tom continued to see the worst in people. He often found himself in disagreements, his skepticism turning even trivial encounters sour. Alice, however, flourished. Her optimistic attitude endeared her to the villagers. She made friends easily and found joy in the simple pleasures of village life. One day, while walking through the village, Tom and Alice came across a group of people engaged in a heated argument. Tom, fueled by his habitual distrust, was ready to jump into the fray. But Alice stopped him, asking why he would want to get involved in such negativity. Tom insisted that the people were wrong and needed to be confronted. Alice suggested a different approach. "Perhaps they are wrong," she conceded, "but you don't have to join their negativity. You can choose to see the good in them, even in this situation." Tom pondered Alice's words and realized she might be right. He didn't have to let the actions of others dictate his response. He could choose to see the good in people, even when it wasn't immediately apparent. Gradually, Tom began to change his perspective. He started to notice the small acts of kindness around him, the friendly smiles, and the cooperative spirit of the villagers. As Tom's outlook shifted, so did his experiences. He began to make friends, finding happiness in his interactions that he hadn't thought possible. He realized the wisdom in the Zen master's words. Our reality is shaped by our perceptions. We have the power to choose how we see the world. The moral of the story is profound yet simple. Our reality is greatly influenced by our perspective. We can choose to see the negative aspects of life, or we can choose to focus on the positive. The choice is ours, and it can make all the difference in the world.